Right now, there's a lot of changes in theological education. ATS, and that's the Association of Theological Schools, and other groups that are doing research about theological education come up with studies on a yearly basis, on a quarterly basis almost about what's changing in theological education. And it's impacting our institutions. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, changing culture, the financial, status of lots of different institutions, changing numbers of students that are coming in, the changing nature of students. We're getting many students who are younger, who are coming straight out of college, but we also have a lot of folks who are second career who need different pathways, ways of getting theological education. And all these things are mean for us as institutions that we have to be as creative as possible. We have to figure out ways to deliver theological education in the best way possible. My job is going to be trying to shepherd that stuff through, but it's also about thinking creatively, doing research. What's going on? What are the current trends that are happening in theological education, and how do we best deliver those in our particular context? Philly is different from Gettysburg, from Chicago, from Wartburg, from other institutions that are not Lutheran. And what does it mean for our particular context? We have a UTI population that is vibrant and alive and very important. How do we continue to make sure that all of our programs mesh with the Urban Theological Institute, which is predominantly African American students who are coming in the evening and weekends? And how do they mesh with this new community of distributive learning or cooperative or residential, non-residential students? There's a lot of different moving parts right now. And one of the things that we've discovered as an institution is we needed to do some restructuring of administration and restructuring of how the academic life of this institution happens. And this position comes out of that conversation, that envisioning. Right now, I'm trying to get my feet on the ground and to figure out what all of this means. I'm doing evaluation of current programs, our MAPLE and MAR program. We're revisioning and thinking about our co-op program and how do we make that better and strengthen our ties with congregations and students. And we're working through our distributive learning pathway. What my job is going to be is, in essence, it's the umbrella over all of those things. How do those work in concert? How do we make our institution nimble enough to respond to what's needed out there, but also consistent and strong and confident in the education that we've been giving for 150 plus years. We are ecumenical, but we are Lutheran at our core, and we want to make sure that all of our students who come here feel welcomed, that they have a pathway that works for them, and that we're being creative and engaging to help them learn in the best way possible. So I see my job as being really concrete, but also kind of flighty. I need to make sure these programs work, but I also need to dream with our students about what's happening and what could possibly happen, and look at what's out there and see how it relates to our particular context. So I think it's a really engaging and exciting time, and I'm really excited about participating in this and seeing where we go.